When do you think video calls were invented? Most people say Skype, FaceTime, maybe the 2000s. But here's the twist. Video calling is older than the internet. Not a little older. We're talking decades older. So early that people were predicting video calls before TV was even common. So how did humans video call without Wi-Fi, without apps, without smartphones? Let's time travel. Long before Zoom meetings, people already imagined seeing the person you're talking to. In the early 1900s, magazines and inventors described future devices that looked shockingly familiar. A screen, a camera, a conversation. Why did they want it so badly? Because the telephone gave you a voice, but humans are wired to trust faces. So the dream was always voice plus face, real presence. The world didn't ask, can we build video calls? It asked, when will we finally build them? Now the first real breakthroughs came way earlier than people think. By the late 1920s and 1930s, engineers experimented with sending a live image alongside audio. But here's what made it difficult. Video isn't one signal. It's tons of data, even in black and white. The phone network was built for voice, not moving pictures. Cameras were huge, lighting was harsh, and the picture quality was rough. Still, people tried anyway, because even a blurry face felt like magic. The first video call wasn't about looking good. It was about proving the impossible, a moving face through wires. Now we hit the part that surprises everyone. In the 1960s, AT&T demonstrated something that looks like a proto-FaceTime, a screen on your desk, a camera, and a live call. It was called the Picturephone, and it worked. People could sit in booths or special offices and talk while seeing each other. So why didn't it take over the world? Because it had the same problems early EVs had. Too expensive, too bulky, too limited, and the network wasn't built for it. Also, this is underrated, people weren't used to being on camera. Many found it awkward. It wasn't just a technology problem, it was a human comfort problem. Here's the real reason video calls took so long. Video calls need three things at the same time. 1. Cameras that are small and cheap. 2. Compression, so video can fit through networks. 3. Bandwidth, so the network can handle it. For decades, we had one or two, but not all three. Cameras existed but were big and costly. Networks existed but were too slow. Compression existed later, but needed computing power. So video calling kept appearing, then disappearing, like a ghost invention. Then the modern shift happened in layers. Step 1. Computers got powerful. Now you could process video without a room-sized machine. Step 2. Compression got smart. Instead of sending every pixel, computers learned to send only what changes. Step 3. The internet spread everywhere and broadband made video realistic for normal homes. Then suddenly, video calling went from lab demo to anyone can do this. That's why it feels like it appeared overnight, but it was actually a 100-year slow build. Here's a spicy truth. Zoom didn't become huge because it was invented in that moment. It became huge because the world got pushed into the one situation where video calls became necessary. Work, school, family, all remote at once. So adoption finally caught up to the technology. The hardest invention isn't the device, it's changing human behavior. Now the next evolution isn't better video calls, it's less video calls. Because the future is real-time translation, AI that fixes your eye contact, noise removal and voice cleanup, meeting summaries, and eventually 3D presence, spatial video, hologram-like calls. The goal isn't just seeing someone, it's feeling like they're in the room. So here's the question. If video calls existed in the 1960s, what invention do you think we already have today that won't become normal until 20 years from now? Comment your guess.